I'm very proud that while I was governor, the very first black that ever headed up a state agency, I appointed. In all of Oklahoma history, I appointed the first black to head a state agency. Now it's no big deal. I appointed the first woman to the Supreme Court. They made a big deal out of it. Well, I appointed the second woman to the Supreme Court, and you hardly even read about it, but it was breaking the ice. I had a policy. I had on my board as governor, there were over 300 state agencies. I had them all on a board with all the members, and I had their race, their age, their sex, and their political party listed behind their name. Now, you don't appoint everybody to a state agency the day you become governor, because under the law, they're appointed for a 7-year term or a 5-year term, and you can't remove them from office unless they do something wrong. Most of them you can't do that. So you have the same board members your first term as governor that some previous governor appointed.
Right.
But as I appointed it, I said before I go out of office, on every one of those over 300 state agencies, there will be a minority, there will be a female, there'll be a young person, there'll be an older person serving on that board. And I said there'll be a Republican, believe it or not. I said there'll be a Republican. So when I left office in 1987, over 300 agencies, everybody on that board I had appointed, with the exception of, on any board, with the exception of one person. He had been appointed for 9 years. There was a term of 9 years. So he was on it before I got there and was still on it when I left. But otherwise, everybody else was appointed. But every agency had a minority, had a female, had a Republican, and had a younger. I appointed one 18-year-old McAllister High School student to a state agency, and in her sophomore year in college, she was chair of the agency. It was remarkable. And so I think, now I didn't appoint anybody that I thought wasn't qualified, but I found someone that was qualified that fit what I was looking for. And I think the agency is kind of like the legislature. It's supposed to represent the state or the area for which they're supposed to supervise.